Yo guys, what's going on? Acez here today with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys some factory god spots for insurance. I'm also going to be showing you guys some spots that are extremely good for hiding your gear on factory for. Guys, I did one of these on customs and you guys seem to really like it. If you want to check that video out, if I remember, I'll link it up in the top right corner for you guys to check out. But we're going to be doing exactly the same thing here on factory. I was waiting for the factory expansion to happen. That has been happened for a while now, and I just never got to making this video. So here we are. Let's head into factory. I got a bunch of magazines and shit in my inventory that we can just start tossing out everywhere. And I'll show you a bunch of these spots. Let's head in. All right, guys, we are on factory, and I want to start with one of the best spots here on factory, and there's actually a bunch of them. So what I'm talking about is the forklifts. You can actually use these forklifts to your advantage for insurance fraud in this game. So there's 2 in there in the spawn trap corner, and then there is 4 in the expansion area, which I almost ran right past. There's 4 over here. I might miss a couple as well. There's 4. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then there are 2 over here by gate 0. So if I miss any, you can drop them in the comments, whatever you might want to do. But these are actually just the main ones, to be honest with you. So you have 1 here, and you have 1 in the corner over here, right by the gate entrance. So what we're going to be doing is hopping up on the side of them and then throwing magazines in the driver's seat. Nobody is going to look inside the forklift, okay? The actual odds that somebody does it are extremely low. And in some cases, if you get your magazines to fall correctly, they will be actually a God-spotted insurance fraud. Now, it's pretty hard to do and not something you want to waste your time with. But all you got to do is take your magazine and throw it right in the driver's seat. Now, it is lootable just barely. I mean, you have to fight with it, but you can, as you can see, loot that thing. But nobody's going to be looking in the forklifts, man. Like, who is going to be looking in here trying to get your magazine? I think that was a good enough throw to where I cannot get that magazine. Let's see. I can still grab it there. But as you guys can see, I'm fighting with it. It's a really good spot. I mean, nobody's going to be looking inside the forklifts for your magazines. It's just not going to happen. But I wanted to start with that spot. It's one of the best ones on the map. So take it as you will. The next ones, we're just going to knock them out. We're going to head up to the factory office. We have a bunch of them on the map, so make sure you stick around. We're going to be heading upstairs. This one is not a god spot by any means, but it's in the breach room. This is a room that's pretty uncommon for players to go in. You can pretty much toss something anywhere in the back of this room. Just, it's such a mess anyways. You know, just tossing something in here like a magazine. Like, that thing is gone. They are not looting that. They're never going to see it unless they have some sort of, you know, loot detection cheat or some shit like that. Nobody's finding that magazine back there. It's not going to happen. So, once again, another, like, good insurance spot for small items in your inventory. So, we're going to head back to the cellar corner. All right, this next spot is one that's pretty much not worth doing at all, but I figured I'd give it a mention since it is kind of like a god spot. So what you have to do is hop up on this bench right here and then sideways jump on to these canisters and throw your mag or whatever small item it is back in that corner. It literally disappears because the way the map's built, the gravel's kind of built up and it doesn't really register that it's there. So that thing is gone. You can see I'm getting the loot detection. It is a god spot, or it should be depending on how your item falls. But if you have a magazine or something, you know, throw it back there. Nobody's getting it. It's just like, this is a super high traffic area, and it's just kind of not worth doing unless you know you're safe. But that is a god spot 90% of the time, and I wanted to throw it in just because it is pretty damn good. The next one is going to be underground. It's going to be here in this back corner. There's also another one like this, but I consider this one a lot better. This one's pretty straightforward and simple. Just throw your mag behind the barrel. Come on now, we can do it. There we go. It's back there. Pretty much gone. I mean, if somebody knew something was back there, they'd really have to fight to get it. I mean, you can see I'm fighting with it. I can grab it there, but it's pretty much gone. So once again, another really good spot. You just got to look for them hidey hole spots. Here's an honorable mention. If somebody has the key, you're fucked. But almost nobody runs these keys. You can sit here and actually throw your magazine on this table here through the window in this pumping station. There's 2 different keys, pumping station, and there's another one that open both these doors. And here's a door here, and there's a door right there. So you can get in here and loot everything in here. But if you actually throw like a magazine on the table. It kind of gets stuck in the paper. If you can get that magazine in there far enough, it can actually like go inside of the newspaper, but it's unlootable right here. They would need the key to get in there. So if you could just want to toss your stuff through the window, you'll be good to go in that respect. Another honorable mention is any one of these, you know, flaming, I just call them trash bins, but they're actually just burning wood. There's a couple of them in the office area. There's one in the one staircase. I actually use that one a lot. You can just throw your stuff right in this thing. Aim a little bit higher because I'm dumb and forgot. But you can see it's in there. It's not a god spot by any means, but it's one of those spots where they're just not going to find your stuff. Next spot we're going to be heading to is the underground area in the new expansion. And the first spot is going to be behind these barrels. Right here, we jump on these barrels, and right here. It's a really good spot, man. Nobody's going to be looking back there and trying to grab your magazines. If you get it in that back left corner right there, it's going to be in a god spot. You can't get it. You can't get back there. This is primarily just used for, once again, smaller items. Some of your bigger items like, you know, armors and stuff, it's going to be pretty tough to hide that stuff on factory, man, unfortunately. Another good spot is tucked away in here. You could probably fit some helmets and shit back here, but just throwing that stuff back there, you can see I cannot get to it whatsoever. I just can't reach it no matter what I do. I don't know if I can get in there by a sprint, like crouch slide. No, I can't. Let me see. Let me just try. I can reach it this way, but you have to look for it. It's a good spot nonetheless. And, you know, just one of them spots is kind of tucked away. Once again, same thing here. Hop up on these in the corner. See you later. It's gone in the void. All these canisters are great for god spots. I mean, literally, you can't see it at all, and you can't loot it. Once again, a god spot. I think that might be it. I think that's primarily all of them. I have another honorable mention that I'll show you guys really quickly. We want to go ahead and go up top here. Could be 2 spots I'll show you. Then we'll wrap it up. I'm sure there's plenty more, but with the spots that I showed you, you're going to be good to go. So we have our first one here. If you drop down in here, you can tuck some stuff away here in the corner. As you can see, we throw that down there. And without going up top, there's no way for me to get in this blue container here. I mean, max level strength, maybe. I mean, maybe if somebody saw you ditch something in here. Yeah, you can get in that way, but, you know, if you got a helmet or something, this is actually a pretty good place for it. Maybe even armor as well. That's a good honorable mention. And then another one up top. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop here. And we're going to jump. And we're just going to drop it right in here. The stuff right here, you know, it's visible to people that see you up here, that, you know, if you die up here and you're looting, you're pretty much fucked. But, you know, look at that. You're not finding that magazine. Just another good spot for you guys that like to go up top in the rafters and stuff. You know, there's plenty more spots that you can use on this map, but at the end of the day, man, I showed you some pretty good ones, and it's a good start to get you going. You know, if you have any god spots you want to share with everybody, drop it in the comments. But I figured, you know, this is a good start to the video. So make sure you guys leave that like, subscribe if you're new, sponsors and equipment in the description below. That is all I got for you today. Make sure you check out that customs video if you haven't already. It's going to be it for me. Thank you for stopping by. I'm out.